Breaking news, breaking news, breaking news. We're going to break down how a track meet turned into a life sentence and what it's like for this young man that's sitting on the screen, Karmelo Anthony, what it's going to be like for his intake going into the Texas Department of Corrections. Sit back. I did 26 years in the federal prison. I'm going to break down what intake looked like. I've been through plenty of intakes in 26 years. Now, we did what the mother is going through, the parents are going through. Check the video when we finish. It's going to be in the bottom. You know what I mean? But let's get this party started. All right? Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Keep it moving. Keep it moving. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Keep it moving. Keep it moving. All right, y'all. Now, this is a sad time. I showed you the video with the mother, how she's feeling, what they're going through. Now I'm going to do this video. It's going to be about what this young man have to deal with. So I'm going to switch to a prison scene so you can see what the prison cell look like. This is 𝐷𝐿𝐒 behind me. I'm going to do a video on, if you want to know what it's like in 𝐷𝐿𝐒, you know, intake in 𝐷𝐿𝐒 and doing time in 𝐷𝐿𝐒, put it in the comments. Make sure you hit the like button, keep it moving. Now, the track meet turned into a life sentence. Listen, this is where life gets real. 1 minute you at a track meet, rain coming down, kids under a tent, parents in the stands, coaches watching races, everybody thinking this is just another school day. Then one decision gets made. One weapon comes out. One young man dies. One family goes home with the funeral. Another family goes home with a prison number. This is the part the streets never tell you. The streets talk tough before the consequences come. But when the judge says 35 years, all that tough talk turns into silence. Now, Karmelo ain't walking into school. He ain't walking into practice no more. He ain't walking into his prom. He's walking into the system, the justice system, the prison system. And the system don't care how young you are. The system don't even care that you were 17 when you committed the crime. That's why they charge you as an adult at 18. The system only sees conviction. The system only sees sentence. The system only sees numbers. And that's why I tell you to stay out of it. That's the duress button behind me in 𝐷𝐿𝐒. If you need help, you're supposed to push that. There goes the lights. I'm going to break that video down in a minute, but let me get back to this. And I have his new mugshot, as you see on the screen. Karmelo Anthony, they shaved his head. He don't even look the same. He's ready to go into convict world. Let me tell you a story, right? I feel like riding. You see the way Karmelo Anthony is sitting there right now, bare-skinned with no tattoos? I entered into Atwater, USP, 2007. 33 of us came off the bus. Within 7 days, it was only 3 of us left on the bus, you know, on the compound. Everybody else either checked in or got stabbed up and ran off the compound. That's how vicious it get. Then there was this white guy that came from like West Virginia. He had long hair like a hippie when he got off the bus. I seen him 3 days later, his head was bald. Seen him 2 days later, he had his first tattoo on his neck. 3 days later, he got one on the other side. A week later, he got tattoos on his face. Next thing I know, he got tattoos on his chest, his head, his whole body was covered in tattoo. And he came in just as bare-skinned as Karmelo Anthony. And I said, yo, what happened? What are you doing? He said, man, I gotta survive in here. I said, but what about when you go back into the free world? What's your family gonna say? He said, man, I don't know. I said, you ain't tell your family? He said, nah, I just had to do it because I wanted to let everybody think I was tough and I could blend into the gang. That's the type of pressure that's in there. Now, the jewel for this here is one moment can outlive your childhood. The first day the system strips you down. The first thing prison takes is your name. and they replace it with a number. Not all the way on paper, but in spirit. Because now you ain't Karmelo Anthony the student no more. You ain't Karmelo the son. You ain't Karmelo the teenager. You become an inmate. You become a file. You become a case file. You become a number attached to a sentence. They fingerprint you. They photograph you. They scan you. They search you. They tell you to bend over and cough and spread your cheeks to see if you smuggled anything into prison. They inventory your property and look through every and anything you consider as sacred. They ask you questions that don't feel like questions. Who are your enemies? Are you suicidal? Have you ever told on anyone? As a matter of fact, let me do it the way they do it, right? I'm letting you know now, we just coming in, so everybody getting off the bus, this is what it is. If you told on somebody, if you're a rat bastard, if you did anything and there's no reason you can't go in the compound, please go to your left. If you cooperated with the federal government, state government, or any law enforcement agency, please go to your left. If you go to your right, you will go to the compound, and anything happen will be on you, because I'm letting you know now that you entering the killing field. And then they ask you, are you suicidal? Nah, nigga, I'm scared to death after that speech. Do you have medical problems, they ask you? Do you have gang ties? Do you need protection? Can you read? Can you write? Do you understand where you are? Do you know that you're never getting out of here for 35 years? And don't go counting that good time about half the time. Do you understand where you are? And that is when reality starts sitting on your chest, because every answer decides where they put you. Every answer decides who you sleep around. Every answer decides how close danger gets. And if they cut his hair, that ain't just hair falling to the floor. That's youth falling on the floor. That's his identity falling on the floor. That's the last piece of outside being swept away. They strip you to make you feel naked and know who's in charge. Look at the prison behind me. This is 𝐷𝐿𝐥 Supermax, where I spent 5 years of my life for screwing up. The jewel to this is prison don't just lock your body. It starts by processing your identity. And let me say this so you understand, right? Because we have a lot of people that don't understand. My message is so real, right? That YouTube done gave me the plaque. And now they're suppressing my votes. So in order to beat the suppression, I need you to hit the like button, put a comment in so that other youth can see this. Because this is not like some rat bastard and flip-flop wearing in public troll try to put in a comment that, oh, you asking for likes, you know, doing something like this. Yes, so that this message can get out to the people. Don't you understand that powerful, positive messages get suppressed and the gossip and slander, it gets a free range. So hit that like button. The first night is when the noise talks to you. His first night, the noise began talking to him. The first night is different. The cell closes in. Metal hits metal. Keys start talking. Men start yelling. Doors start slamming. Somebody's laughing. Somebody cries. Somebody curses God. Somebody calls home and breaks down. And now this young man has to lay there and listen to this. Listen to men losing their mind, having crazy, frivolous conversations that have nothing to do with nothing, having Lilliputian conversations. Not home in his room, not in his bed, not with his mother up the hallway and his father up the hallway, and not with his cell phone, not with his friends, just 4 concrete walls. Steel. Fluorescent lights, strange voices, strange eyes, strange rules. And the worst voice is the one in his head. The one that makes him remember that last fatal moment that took away his freedom. I can't tell you anymore. It's not worth it. He asks himself, how did I get here? Why didn't I walk away? Why didn't I just leave? Why did I even go to sit over there? What did I do wrong? What did I lose? And then he looks around. He lost his freedom. That is when prison gets quiet and loud at the same time. There's not a sound being said, but the noise in your head is so loud. Quiet around you, sound inside you. The loudest punishment ain't always the bars. Sometimes it's your own thoughts. The system don't care that you was a kid. Don't care that you was 17 when it happened. They showed you that when they tried you as an adult. This is the cold part. He was 17 when it happened. But adult court don't rock you to sleep. Adult court don't look at baby pictures. Adult prison don't ask what grade you was in. Adult prison don't even say he made a teenage mistake. Adult prison says, you here now. That's the difference between youth and consequences. Youth thinks it can reset tomorrow. Prison says tomorrow belongs to me. Youth thinks anger is temporary. Prison says anger came with the paperwork. Youth thinks a few seconds is nothing. Prison says a few seconds can become decades. I spent almost 3 decades in federal prison, so I know. That's why I tell the youth, don't let your pride borrow time from your future, because prison collects the interest. You give prison one bad decision, prison can take your 20s, 30s, 40s, and 50s, like it did me. Your 30s, your first child, your first house, your mother's good sleep, your father's peace, and your whole family's name. When you move like a man in the streets, the court may punish you like a man in the system. The cons come fast and they come ugly. The cons in the prison, they come fast and they come ugly. Now, let's talk for real, right? The cons ain't just the sentence. The cons are everything inside the sentence. First con, everybody watching him because his case is known, his face is known, his name is known. That makes him vulnerable. Some people may want fame off of harming or touching him. Some may want to test him. Some may want to extort him. Some may want commissary. Some may want protection money. Some may want him scared. Some may want him angry. Some may want him to crash out again. That's the first con. What I'm recommending y'all to do is, I'm gonna put a couple of shorts up on this today, but I'm recommending y'all to share this so that every mother get to see this, including Karmelo Anthony's mother, so she know what he's getting ready to expect. And make sure every youth see this as well. Now, let me tell you about the second con. He's young, right? Young inmates get stupid. They watch how they walk. They watch how they talk. They watch how scared they are. They watch if he's too friendly. You could be too friendly in prison, because you never know a fool until you open his mouth, and you never know a sucker until he opens his mouth. So that's why they watch if he's too quiet. That means he's scared. They watch if he got money, because if he got money, they're going to figure out a way to put the extortion move on him, because they don't have money coming from the outside, so they're going to figure out a way to finesse him, whether they soft press him, hard press him, or gorilla press him. you know? They watch if your family loves you. And just because he stabbed someone and took a life in prison, you got thousands that's been there and done that. That was hardened. This was an accident that shouldn't have happened, that we're trying to prevent from happening again. They watch if your family loves you. If your family writing you, coming to visit you, they want to be your friend so they can get whatever perks you get from your family. They take whatever crumb they can drop off like a squirrel trying to get a nut. Because in prison, love from the outside can turn into a target where they want you now. Y'all want the third con? He can't move like a regular kid. He can't just say, I don't want no problems. Because sometimes problems walk right up to your bunk and say, get up. I want to test you. Sometimes problems stand in the shower area, trying to catch you vulnerable with your clothes off, butt naked in your flip-flops, trying not to walk in the semen on the floor. That's why in the penitentiary, we take a shower without boots on. That's why I can't stand and I despise flip-flop wearing in public trolls. Flip-flops ain't do nothing but cause problems in my world because you can't defend yourself. You wearing flip-flops, a car get out of control, a bike get out of control, a dog running across the street, a dog loose, whatever, how you gonna run to go? Even though I didn't see a video the other day, I'm gonna air on one of my shorts where a dude kicked off his flip-flops and Cole knocked the dude out in his bare feet. And this dude even had on socks. If you want to see that short, put it in the comments to remind me. Sometimes problems sits at your table. Sometimes problems asks for your tray. Sometimes problem asks for your shoes. Let's take a ride, right? Back in my day when we used to go to prison, they allowed you to wear your own clothes in the prison. They didn't give you a uniform. So whatever you came in with, if someone liked it, they was gonna try to take it from you and you must defend it. I know y'all heard the old saying everybody laugh at. What size are those? That's where you must pop off. If you answer and give a number, you'll be upside down under somebody's bunk or playing a Maytag. Maytag was like the #1 washing machine back then. That means you'd be washing someone's drawers and we trying to prevent that by telling you don't go out there. Look at Karmelo Anthony next to me on the screen. That's who he is now. No longer the high school student. Sometimes problems ask who you with, what set you with. And if you answer wrong, the politics can swallow you alive. Prison don't wait for you to mature. It tests you while you're still confused. When aggression comes at them, this is the part people don't want to say. Prison has predators. Not everybody, but enough. Enough to make sleep dangerous. Enough to make silence heavy. Enough to make a young man keep his back to the wall. Why do you think I said his back? There are men in there who study weakness, who study fear. They study loneliness. They study inexperience. They look for the young one who don't know prison language. They look for the young one who still believes every smile is friendly. They look for the young one who thinks respect is automatic. But I'm here to tell you it ain't. It's earned. Respect in prison is watched every day. How you talk, how you stand, how you refuse, how you accept help, who you eat with, who you owe, who you borrowing from, who you avoiding, who you accidentally offended. And the danger ain't always loud. Sometimes it comes polite. Let me help you. You need something? I got you. Pay me later. That later can turn into pressure because they're gonna come when they know you don't have it. That pressure can turn into threats. Those threats can turn into violence. That violence can turn into more time. That's the trap. Prison puts you in a place where reacting wrong can bury you even deeper. When I say deeper, meaning you get more time or you wind up losing your life in there. In prison, every favor can become a leash, because that means they feel they owe you until you can pay them. His mother is doing time too. Don't forget that now. His mother is doing time too. Now look at his mother. She ain't behind bars, but she got a sentence too. Her sentence is worry. Her sentence is fear. Her sentence is calls she might miss. Her sentence is letters with tears on them. Her sentence is wondering if he ate today. I wonder if somebody threatened him, she thinks. Wondering if he's safe, because that's what a mother do. Wondering if he's crying, but acting strong. Wondering if he's sick. Wondering if he's getting jumped. Wondering if he's being pressured. Wondering if he will survive the man he has to become. That mother has to put money on his books for commissary. She has to answer calls from prison calls and put money on that too. She has to drive hours with expensive gas and take time out of weekends to see him. And oftentimes for 30 minutes after you done drove 7 hours. She has to sit in a visiting room trying not to break because they're gonna attack her. She has to smile through a table. She has to leave him right there. And that's the hardest part, when the visit is over and you both go your separate ways and you want to go together. This is the worst walk for a mother. Walking out of prison without your child that you birthed and you brought here and you made an oath to protect. She came in with hope. She leaves with weight. And every time that gate closes, it closes on her too. A prison sentence never belongs to one person. It spreads through the whole family and everybody that love and care about you. The only pros are painful pros. Let's be fair. We talked about the cons. Now let's talk about the pros. Are there any pros? Very few. And none of them feel good. Let's get that straight. The first pro is he's still alive, right? At least he's alive. But rest in peace to Austin, who's not. That matters because Austin is not here. So if Karmelo has breath, he still has accountability to face. If he still has a chance to grow, he still has a chance to repent. He still has a chance to learn. He still has a chance to become more than his worst moment. The second pro is simple, right? Prison can force reflection. Prison can force you to reflect on what you did. Not growth. Growth is a choice, but reflection, that comes in real quiet. It comes when visits end. It comes when birthdays pass. It comes when friends disappear. It comes when your mother says, stay strong, baby. Because like I said in the other video, my mother came to see me because I like to ride. When my mother came to see me, like I said, after that 18 years, I was already down 18 years. It took 18 years for me to physically see my mother or touch my mother. And my mother told me, baby, be strong, but I'm not coming back here no more. I know you love me, and I know you're gonna find a way to come home to me. That's the love of a mother, when all the women that I had, they all tipped and dripped and ran out. It comes when friends disappear. That's when the loneliness comes. Like I said, it comes when your mother says, stay strong, but her voice cracks. The third pro is his story can warn somebody else to not go down that path. Some young men watching this might put the knife down, might walk away, might let pride lose so life can win. That's the only way pain turns into purpose. The only good that could come from tragedy is a lesson that saves somebody's life. The real prison is regret, right? Prison got fences, prison got towers, prison got officers, prison got counts, prison got lockdowns, prison got chow halls, prison got politics, but the deepest prison is regret. Regret follows you to breakfast. Regret sits on the bunk with you. Regret walks with you to the shower. Regret listens to your phone calls. Regret shows up on holidays. Regret shows up when another man's child comes to visit him and you have to sit back and look and say, I don't even have a child, or I haven't seen my child in decades. Regret shows up, right, when your mother gets older through thick glasses and metal chairs. Regret says you could have walked away. Regret says you could have swallowed your pride. Regret says you could have taken the push and kept your life. Regret says you could have gone home. This is why I tell the youth, the wind ain't always standing your ground. Sometimes the wind is leaving with your freedom. Sometimes the wind is looking soft for 5 minutes so you don't look guilty for 35 years. And like I said, I keep telling the youth, man, yo, I get pulled over by the police, I'm gonna play the biggest goofy. Then they would never know that I'm Unique Mecca Audio. I'm the squarest dude out there. If my man drive, I'm in the passenger, they pull me out, I'm gonna play the biggest goofy. Man, excuse me, officer, what are you telling my officer? Okay, would you let me put my hands over here, up there? You know what I mean? I can't think right now, I'm a little nervous because I'm not used to having police contact because I come from the suburbs. And you rock them to sleep. Sometimes the wind is looking soft for 5 minutes so you don't look guilty, like I said, for 30 years. Don't trade a temporary ego wound for permanent prison numbers. Don't trade temporary ego wound for a permanent prison number. The message to the youth, right? I'm gonna get a minute. I didn't even realize I've been up here almost 30 minutes just riding, man. I enjoy talking to y'all, just to let you know, man. Yo, my number's on the screen. Send me whatever y'all want me to react to. And if you want to holler, the number is up there. But know the game is to be sold, not told. So I know the flip-flop wearing in public trolls, they're going to act like they don't understand how to hustle because everything is about survival. Just like Karmelo Anthony's getting ready to survive in there. The message to the youth. Young brothers and sisters, listen to me, right? The streets would teach you to react, but life rewards the man who can think under pressure. Don't let nobody talk you into a graveyard. Don't let nobody talk you into prison. Don't let nobody make you prove your toughness with your future. Because after it happens, the crowd disappears. No more comments, no more posts, no more viral. The hashtags even change. The blogs move on. Your mother stays, your father stays, the victim family stays, the pain stays, the sentence stays, the paperwork stays, the number stays, and that one moment keeps replaying. A track meet became a courtroom and a life sentence? How did I wind up here? You know how many nights he's gonna ask himself that? A tent became evidence? The very tent that I was just trying to shield myself from the rain? A teenage argument became a funeral and a life sentence? A young man's anger became 35 years. This is not gangster. This is not strength. That's destruction. The real gangster is the young man who can walk away alive. The real strength is control. The real win is going home. And the jewel in that is the streets are real, but you already know Unique Mecca Audio said it. The streets are real, the prison is realer. And it's not worth it. Let me give you the final close. I know you already been get out of here. I've already been up here 30 minutes already. Can't even believe it. Oh yeah. Make sure you cop the book of Raw and Harlem and hit the like button. Cop the book of Raw and Harlem at rawandharlem.com. You want to know who I am. All right? Remember that. And thank y'all, for getting me to the 100,000 subscribers. Now I just need y'all to hit the like and put the comments in this emoji. Keep it moving so we can get this thing back in rotation and get this message out. So when people talk about Karmelo Anthony, don't just talk about the verdict. Talk about the lesson. Talk about Austin's life. Rest in peace to Austin, and my condolences to the family. Talk about two families broken. Talk about a mother visiting prison. Talk about another mother visiting a graveyard. Talk about how fast a young man can lose himself. Talk about how dangerous one weapon can be. Talk about how pride can write checks your life has to cash and your family pays the bills. Because this ain't no entertainment. This is a warning I'm giving you here, Unique Mecca Audio. This is the part I need the youth to understand. The moment you pick up a weapon, you invite the system into your life. And once the system comes, it don't come soft. It comes with chains. It comes with numbers, years, separation from your family and loved ones. It comes with trauma. It comes with mothers crying in parking lots. It comes with young men turning old behind bars. I went in at 29 years old and I came home 56 years old, 26 and a half years later. Go figure. Like I said, it comes with young men turning old behind bars. And if you survive it, you still never get that old life back. I can't get back those 26 years that I gave up for my foolishness. Now, before you react, ask yourself one question. Is this moment worth my whole life? Is this moment worth my whole life? Now, let me ask y'all 10 questions. I want y'all to participate to help this movement so we can get this going in the comment. I'm gonna ask y'all some good questions right now. And then I'm even gonna give you my answer to the question, but I want you to be honest and put your questions, answers up there. What is the real lesson in the Karmelo Anthony case? What is the real lesson in the Karmelo Anthony case to you? The real lesson is that one emotional moment can destroy two families forever. Second question, was this just about a track meet to you? Was this just about a track meet or just about a tent? No, the track meet was the location. The real story is pride, reaction, fear, violence, and consequences. What happens to a young man when he enters prison? What do you think happens to a young man when he enters prison? He loses privacy, comfort, freedom, identity, and control. The system starts turning him into a number immediately. Look how fast they shipped this young man down there and cut his hair off. The sentence ain't even sink in with him yet, and they already got him bald-headed, feeling the wind on his head, knowing that, y'all, it's over. Why is prison harder for somebody young? Because young inmates are watched, tested, pressured, and manipulated. Prison forces adulthood without giving mercy. What is his mother going through right now? What do you think Karmelo Anthony's mother is going through right now? And what do you think Austin's mother is going through right now? Karmelo's mother is living a different sentence. Worry, phone calls, visit, commissary, letters, fear, and pain every day. What is the biggest danger inside prison to you? What do you think the biggest danger inside prison is? The biggest danger is not just violence, it's pressure, politics, debt, predators, bad decisions, and reacting wrong again. Can prison change somebody? Put in the comments if you think prison could change somebody. I think I'm the poster boy for change, or one of them. Prison can make a person reflect, but change is a choice. Some men grow, some men get worse. 8, what should young people learn from this case? What do you think young people should learn from this case? I think they should learn to walk away, control your emotions, don't carry weapons into arguments. Do not let pride sentence you. Why do both families lose? That's a question I want to know. Why do you think both families lose after watching my video? If you didn't see the one before this, go look at the one before this, about the mothers. Because one family lost a son to death, the other lost a son to prison. Different pain, same destruction. What is the Unique Mecca audio message to you? What do you think my message to you is? The streets is real, but prison is realer. The graveyard is final, and no argument is worth your life. The story is never just the headline. The lesson is the headline. Now, I'm gonna show you why I do this so you understand.
Hey, what's going on, man? Murder Mook, Harlem, you know what it is, man. I just want to express how much gratitude I got for Unique, you know what I mean? I was telling him a story, telling him how I felt about, if anything was to go wrong with my career, rap-wise, if, shit be slow, and I got so many opportunities to be able to do the wrong shit. When I watch Unique Mecca audio, I feel it, and to my soul, and that's keeping me farthest away from doing anything criminal. Anything criminal. He made me think straight, honestly. Made me think straight, because I've been watching him for about a year, a year now, maybe, and it just took my mind way off of that. From a year ago, it got rough. For a year ago,
yeah.
And from watching this man, I just felt like you saved me. You saved me. And I just want to show my gratitude, and I want to say thank you, man. Unique Mecca audio, anything you need, brother, from me.
All right.
Anything you need, man.
All right.
Cheers, cheers, toast the crime, toast the crime, the crime, the crime, the crime.
What?
Fresh out the can of 26,
yeah.
He back on the strip, getting back in the mix.
Yeah.
What he mentions a gift.
Right.
You stand up 10 toes down, and I suggest you pay attention to this.
Real.
Take a little gully posse and put it in Harlem. He cut from the bottom, came up from the bottom. Drop the book, you should go and get it. The Instagram page and the YouTube, you could go and visit.
Yeah.
Then you could consider yourself LinkedIn.
Real.
Sit front row and get Jews from a kingpin. How he went through it, so you ain't gotta go do it. To not pay attention would be stupid. Talking about a man that probably put your grandfather on. Probably the reason that him and your grams got along. A man that generated millions on the block, did his time, never squilling to the cops, Mecca audio. Get it live like 2 G's in the 90s. Drop top beamer so shiny. I let shorty go, she was whining. Treat her like my past, she behind me. Spend a couple bands on the dapper Dan. You back again, getting green like a Packers fan. No cap, it's a raw in uptown. They be horn uptown, Dominican bust downs. Now we on the positive, we got a lot to give. Now he trying to stop the kids from being inoperative. So take heed, homie, lend a ear. He started in uptown, he gon' finish dead. But now it ain't about selling drugs, buying cars. It's about buying property to make the community ours, so we can give back to the
Cheers, cheers, toast the crime, the crime, the crime, the crime, the crime.